Hi everybody. Let me just, I know I'm late. I'm late today. It's just been, and I'm still not organised, but I'm trying. Get all my bits and bobs. The dogs are still out on the grass. Well, Poppy is. Trying to get all my things. Wait till we get Poppy in. Poppy in. Right, go and lie down, babies. Oof. Oof. Hi, Jamelia. Claudia, hold on. I can't see everyone that's here, so I need to get my chat up. Okay. There you go. They must have seen a dog. They must have seen a dog. What they like. Let me get the chat up so I can see you all. See all my lovely, lovely friends. Oh, there you are. Sophie, Claudia, Ilson, Amy. Love from England, Will. Hugs to you in beautiful England. Let me situate, because you're on my, look, you're on my ironing board right now. I don't want you getting burnt. Let me see. That's better. Hopefully that's me sorted, situated. As you see, I've got an ironing to do. So I thought, well, I'll iron and talk to all of yous. Hi from Brazil. Oh, hello to you in beautiful Brazil. Do you have muscular calves? Well, I might have. Yeah, there's my lovely otter. What time is it? Oh, I'm not sure. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, I've got the time there. It's 2:46 in the afternoon. Happy New Year to all of you. My goodness, how rude am I? I didn't even say Happy New Year to you all. Well, I'm going to be doing my ironing because I've got a lot of ironing to go on with here, so I might not see all the chat. I might just be rambling. Liv, well, there you go. People ask me questions all the time like that, you know. I'm not sure if my calves are muscly or not. I don't like them. But anyway, I was waiting on this coming, getting delivered. So I was sitting watching at the door. So I'll open this with these. It's a couple of things that I've got for my holiday. My holiday's in April. I've got a few things just now. Because my case is already just about packed. I won't lie. First I got this. I just got plain black. It's a swimming costume. It was either this or a stripy one, but I thought, well, I can have plain black and then wear shorts over the top or whatever I'm doing. So just a plain black swimming costume. And then these were in the sales. I can't remember how much they were, but they were reduced. And then I get this. And this is for over the top of it. Oh, that's nice. I do like that. It's just a little thing to put over my bathing suit, you know, when I'm having a pina colada, no doubt. Oh, they were in the sale, so I love it. Oh, see how flowy that is. Oh. So I was waiting on that. I'm awful conscious about my boob area because I've got a huge scar obviously going along under the armpits and such. So the swimming costume I felt would be good because it comes up here like this, you know, and no scars will be shown. Not as if I should care if scars are shown or not, but I still, you know, I feel a bit awkward about scars. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Ilson, I hope you have a wonderful day today. And do you know, it's because it's sales. There was absolutely no sales whatsoever in Asda. That's like Walmart in the US. There was a few things, few makeup items which I bought, but not much in the way of like good clothes or anything. They had festive jumpers, you know, with reindeers and such on them, but they never really had a lot. So today I'm sitting in the Works, which is a crafting shop, pops up on my Facebook. They had a sale, so I went on and I ordered a lot of things for my videos. A lot of things for my videos. I've ordered, I've got slime coming, right? A proper slime, like good slime I've got coming for videos. I've got stones, river stones coming that you can paint in the mandala, is it? So I'm going to do a video on that. And I've got paper planes coming, a book on how to do paper planes, and I thought the sounds of the paper would be quite nice as well. So I've bought all that. I think that's what, I'm not sure. I was in a kind of crafting frenzy when I bought it all. But there's not really, honestly, there has not been that many good sales this year. See if they were to put everything to like 20 pence, so it would be all sold. But as I say, even I was hoping to go up and find a lot of shorts and t-shirts and things like that, but they had nothing. It was all like Christmas jumpers, and that's the only thing they really had. Anyway, what did you do for New Year? Did you all have a lovely Christmas and New Year? The scar, Claudia, I actually had cancer, and the primary tumour was in one of my breasts. So they done a double mastectomy, but it had spread to my lymph nodes. So they removed all the lymph nodes in my arms. So I've got scars coming from right under my armpit. They've took parts of my armpit here and here. So it's like a V shape coming down there like this, and then a big scar all the way along, and then a V shape here. And it's horrible. It's not even like a nice even scar. It's all over the place, and there's bits all over. But I'm alive, which is the main thing. Yeah, I can't. Hello, Luce, my darling. Oh, I love you, Luce. I love your channel. Your Facebook posts always make me so happy. Maisie, hello, beautiful Ireland. Oh, I'd love to go there one day. Gemma, I mean, things like this happen, and at the time I got the cancer, I thought that was, you know, a death sentence right there. You know, I thought I was going to die. But you put on your big girl knickers and you go through it. In fact, there was talking about, since we're talking about it, there was one time actually I had calculated out all my chemotherapies, and then I had radiotherapy to go through before I get the operation. and I had calculated all out on the calendar when I was going to be finished chemo, and then on to radiotherapy, and then the surgery. But there was one day I had went, and they do in Scotland, what they done was my blood work on a Tuesday, and then it'd be the chemo on a Thursday. But when they had done the blood work on the Tuesday this time, my white blood cells were very, very low, they said. So they couldn't do the chemotherapy on the Thursday because I was so ill. And honestly, I felt so ill. The insides of my mouth felt as if someone had actually, it wasn't even like blisters, it was as if someone had took a knife and skinned the insides of my mouth. That's the way my mouth felt. And up my nose was just full of like sore scabs, and I was really ill that time. And I remember crying because I couldn't get my chemotherapy because I had it marked out to the day when I'd be finished. And the nurse came over and said to me, "You've got to realise this is a very dangerous thing. You know, we can't do chemotherapy on you when you're not well. You've got," because I got a heart exam and everything before the chemotherapy. "We've got to make sure you're well enough to survive what we're doing to you." But at the time, I was devastated. At the time, I'd have to wait another week to get the chemotherapy. But you do it, you think of your family. Because at that time, I thought, that's it, I'm finished. I'm finished with it. I'm not even going to bother coming back next week to get it. You know, but then you think of your family and their wee faces, and they need their mum. Oh, Claudia, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Les Parker. Yeah, Claudia, I've seen so many of my family members go through it and not survive. That was 4 years ago. But 4.5 years now that I went through it. So it's still all fresh in my mind. I still dream about it. And I suppose every person out there that's had cancer dreams about it. And every time I've got any kind of illness or sore head, that's it, it's back. I've got a sore head, it's in my brain. That's it, in my brain now. You know, I've got a sore finger, it's there. My back was, in fact, it was my neck that was really sore. I was convinced that's it, it's in my bones. Got bone cancer now. Went for the bone scan, everything was fine. Oh. Oh, Claudia, it's a sad subject. Oh, see, it really is, and people really don't want to talk about it because I didn't really want to talk about it. I don't even like saying the word see, you know, cancer. I don't even like saying the word, but when you get it, you've got to kind of face reality, and this is it. This is what you've got, and this is what you've got to do. Because originally they had gave me a scan. I can't even remember what it was for, but they'd seen this funny looking lymph node. It was a funny shape. And then a year later they'd done another CT scan that had doubled in shape and size. So they knew there was something not quite right there. But I still didn't think in a million years that it would be, and it was. So I just, as I said, big girl knickers on, just go for it. That's what I done. And the boobs coming off, you know, I would rather be alive than have boobies, to tell you the truth. And from now on, for the rest of my life, I've got to take a drug called tamoxifen, it's called. And it's to stop myself producing estrogen. because the kind of cancer I had reacted with that, with estrogen, and kind of grew, you know. So they've gave me this drug called tamoxifen that stops me producing it. And I was saying to one of my friends, I can't remember if it was an email or Facebook or whatever, I can always remember the doctor telling me that you need to be on this drug. It stops you producing estrogen. And I said to him, this is absolutely true. I says to him, doctor, I'm not going to grow a penis, am I? And the doctor laughed and he went, no, you won't grow a penis. But I don't know, I just thought, oh my goodness, you know, I'm going to be getting am I getting male hormones here? Is something going, I wasn't thinking right, guys. Oh, thank you so much for your beautiful comments, everyone. Oh, Gemma, I absolutely feel for your friend and send my love and my hugs and thoughts to everyone that's going through that, because as I said last week, everybody knows someone or, you know, has been through it themselves, cancer, and the sooner they find, you know, a cure the better, because it's the most horrific thing ever. I mean, the day I found out was the day I absolutely, do you know, I walk into doctor surgeries now and I just take my top and that off straight away, just get naked right away. Come on then, examine me. Because it's happened so much. Sometimes I go in and do that and they say, get in for your leg, Linda. Oh, alright, I'll put my top back on there. You know, I've just got in the habit now of just getting my kit out, as they say in Glasgow. Get your kit out. There we go. Although I've no kit, really. It's just a bunch of scars, but, you know, it's still my kit. I'm unique. You've got to laugh. I've got to laugh. If I didn't laugh, I'd cry. My kids love me. And my doggies love me. Regardless. But it does make me, because, you know, I've not got a boyfriend or anything like that. And I don't think anybody would ever be interested in me. Really. Now, as I said, I'm kind of bisexual. I like girls and I like guys. But I don't think anybody would ever want me. You know, wouldn't matter if they were a man or a female. You know, I've not got the goodies. Oh, Claudia. Oh, God. Claudia, I know, it's so sad. It's so sad. And this is another absolutely true hand on the heart story that I'm going to tell you. And I don't want you to feel, well, you probably will feel sad, but it's a true story that I don't think I've shared before. And it was after I had got the chemotherapy. My hair was just growing, just like wee tiny bits of hair. And after I get the chemotherapy, they done the radiotherapy. And to do that, I had to go to radiotherapy every single day for 3 weeks. So every single day you've got to be there. And it was a drive to get there and back. My dad took me. And there was one day we had went and I'm sitting, I'm waiting my radiotherapy. And down comes, this was in the hospital, but you get patients that stay in the hospital. And down comes this little girl, and she was like 11 or 12 years old. I've got goosebumps. And she's in the bed, and she's waiting in her radiotherapy. I'm waiting in my radiotherapy, and I'm looking at her. And she turns around to the nurse and she said, it's my birthday today. And I just about lost it. Because there I was for a minute thinking, oh, poor me, oh, what a shame for me, oh, isn't it bad for me, look at me, it's a shame. And there was this beautiful young girl, I don't want to cry, but I can't get the vision out of my head, guys, I really can't. You know, and sometimes I feel as if I'm brave. No, I'm not brave. People like that are brave and their mums and dads are brave. And it just absolutely broke my heart. Thank you for saying I'm a catch. I don't think I am. Oh, Jemma, thank you so much. I mean, you sort of see, you are all so lovely. I love you all. But I don't know. Maybe, see, I don't really go anywhere. This is like my night out, being with you guys. This is it. This is it for me. This is the highlight of my week, being with you. I don't get out much. But I love all of you. I do love all of you. And I talk about you to my family. And maybe my daughters will pop in. You know what they're like. They like to pop into my chat to see what I'm about. So let's not talk about the chat I just spoke about. I guess the daughters come in. No, they know about their mum. They know everything about me. Claudia, thank you so much for saying that. That's a beautiful comment. In December, I love you so much, you know that. December, did I not make you a mod? There, I've made you a mod now, December. I don't know. YouTube seems to, there's been a few subscriptions that I went to and have been no longer there. And when I've searched on YouTube, I found them and it's unsubscribed me and I didn't do it. So, if you're one of the people, please tell me that I've no longer got a subscription to you, because YouTube's crazy at times. Got dirty throwing things about the place. So the majority of this island's my son's, but my bedding as well. See, I just washed my lovely teddy bedding. Look at that one. One of my pillowcases. Oh, Gemma, my mum's got fibromyalgia, and she's sometimes, she said, and one of my good friends as well, and she says it's like fire, you know, that's burning in her joints. And my mum's also got arthritis, so, oh, you know, and I've got to laugh. Well, I'm not really laughing. I'm quite angry sometimes when people blow off fibromyalgia and say, oh, it's nothing, when it actually is a terrible, terrible thing, and people need to recognise it, you know. Yes, I iron my bed and I iron everything. There's my daughter, and she's probably been here the whole time listening to her mum talking about, you know, sexy things. I wasn't, darling. I was not seeing anything like that. Oh, Lady Trish, thank you so much. And I'm glad you got to catch me. See, I was doing other things and I was waiting on that delivery coming from my oh, I got some Croatian money. I should show you that. I'll show you that in a bit. I go away to Croatia in April, so I'm figuring if I get some Croatian money each week, it'll add up. Because yous are coming with me. Yous are coming with me. We'll be there together, looking at the Croatian men and their budgie smugglers. But anyway, I'll show you the money, because the money has changed. Oh, Mandy, I was telling them about first of all, the cancer. Someone was asking, because I was talking about scars, what the scars were for, so it went into the whole, you know, cancer thing and how horrible that was for everybody. Because my daughters thought I was dying. They thought, that's it, we're losing mum. But I think when they thought about it, really, they thought, Mum's going to kick its ass. I sure did. I sure did. I remember the last day of treatment. But saying that you're haunted forever, you're haunted forever, you're thinking forever. But anyway, we got on to the subject of the budgie smuggling guys in Croatia. I'll show you the money. The money is weird. See, I had went to Yugoslavia, it was, with my ex-husband. We went to Yugoslavia, and I was showing him the money today, and he said when we went, it was the Yugoslavian dinar was the money, but now it's the kuna, it's called. So I'll show you that in a minute or two. But I feel really rich because I've only got £100 worth, but I've got 800 kuna for £100. So it's roughly like seven kuna. Is it 7 kuna per pound? I don't know. Oh, next. I would welcome my daughters to come and mum and talk to me, do an ASMR video. See, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time and I just can't do it. December, they know their mum talks about men the whole time, and occasionally ladies. But do you know who my crush is right now? My celebrity crush is Chris Platt. Oh, young man. Oh, and that's the guy that's in the Jurassic World, but he's also in the adventure movies. If he ever came to Scotland, there's a bungalow he could come to. Free of charge, of course, free of charge. Man, I would do that, a hairbrushing video, or you and Sophie, what, an arm massage video, we could do that. Robert Carlyle, yes, Gemma, oh, December, I've got an empty nest almost. I've almost got an empty nest. In fact, my son today got his provisional driving licence. In Scotland, you've got to be 17 to get your provisional licence to learn to drive. So he got his today and it's so cute. Oh, Claudia. I don't really give I've not got a P.O. box and I don't really give out my address to many people, but if you want to, because I see you in here, send me a little message on my email. I'll put my email here. And I'll give you my address. In Scotland, it costs over £200 to open up a P.O. box, and I've really not got that kind of extra cash. This is my bedding to go about, so I don't, you know, give my address out to many people, because you get, I mean, yous are all beautiful, but you get strange people out there. I mean, there's a lady I watch, she's an older lady, and I watch her now and again. I don't know everything that's going on, but I know that she's in quite a lot of drama, etc. And someone had sent her a box, and inside it was poo. I swear, someone had sent her a box with some poo in it. So I really, you know, there's not saying that any use would do that. I'm just saying there's crazy people out there that you just, they get a kick. You'd think, who gets a kick out of that? There's people. Claudia, I know you wouldn't send me poo. I know, but there's just, don't you think that's weird? And I've had a stalker. I think maybe I should tell you about my stalker. I've never actually discussed this on camera before, and I probably won't do a video on it, so you are all going to hear about this story and no one else will. It was, if Amanda's in here, she'll be able to tell you it's absolutely true. A few years ago, well, it was more than a few years, a wee while ago, when I stayed at the old house, the postman, it was the postman, used to come to the door, and I recognised him from way back at school, because he used to be a friend of my brother's. But my brother said he only really hung about with him for a day or two, and that was it. So he recognised me from school when he tapped my door one day to hand me a parcel. And he said, "Oh, you're James's sister, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes." "Oh, I used to be in his class at school. I remember when you stayed in this address, you know, and way back when, and all the rest of it." I said, "All right." I said, "Oh, I'll need to let my brother know." He said, "Aye." He said, "Are you watching the football this weekend?" And it must have been like a Celtic match that was on, Celtic and Rangers or something. So I said, "I'm going to watch it." And I support Celtic. I says, I'm going to be shouting Celtic on. "Oh, so ma, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Right, I'll need to go," and close the door. The next day, the door goes, and it's him. No package or letter or anything like that. Hold on, I'll read that. Oh, thank you, Hutch. Thank you so much, everyone, for commenting. I can't see all your comments. So, the next day, he taps the door without any mail whatsoever. "Oh, what did you think of the match last night?" I was like, I can't even remember the score. I was like, "It was, whatever. It was good or it was bad. Can't remember what it was." He said, I said, "I just wanted to chat and see what you thought and all that. What does your man think of the football?" And my husband at the time, he supported Rangers. I supported Celtic. So in our house, we had no bad feeling. You know, whatever the score was, we would have a bit of banter, but that would be about it. I'd say, oh, he was whatever, sad or happy. The next day, he taps the door, and he's, "How's your brother doing?" I said, "Oh, have you read any good books, right?" And I said, "Oh, I've been reading the Da Vinci Code." "So have I," he said. "I've been reading the Da Vinci Code." "What did you think?" "It was a good book. It was a good book and everything." So from then, it cut a very long story short. For about 2 or 3 years, this went on every day. He would tap my door. It wouldn't matter if I had a parcel or a letter or anything, he'd be there at my door. It started to get really weird when he started to post sweeties, candy, through the letterbox, etc. There was one day he tapped the door and he said, "Going to do me a favour?" I said, "What?" He went, "Going to smell my jacket." I'm in my house thinking, this is weird. This is really weird. So I said, because I find it hard to say no to people. This is one of my flaws. I find it difficult to say no. So I said, okay. So I leaned down, but I didn't sniff in, I can assure you, but I just kidded on. I was sniffing. And I said, "Oh," I said, "it's all right." He said, "Oh, the guys in the work were saying it was stinking." Right? So I thought, what is going on here? I said, "Oh, I need to go." So I was kind of, and I said to my husband, and my husband at the time had said that I said, "I'm going to speak to him," which meant something physical probably. And I said, "Look, don't, the guy's, you know, probably lonely. He was older than me. He still stayed with his mum and dad. He'd never moved out. You know, he was a loner, all the rest of it. And I didn't want anything physical happening." So I said, just leave it, just leave it. And he's going, "Tell him to F off. When he comes to the door, just say to him, F off and close the door. I wish I had balls to do that, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So a few times after that, I'd be collecting my son from nursery. This shows you how long ago it was. I was collecting my son from nursery, and I was driving in the street, and I could see him at my front door. So I drove into the street that was next to my street, and I sat for 5 minutes, and I was thinking, oh, that'll be him down the hill now. He'll be down the hill and away. And when I come out that street, he was standing at the bottom of that street like that, staring at me. And I thought, oh my God, this is turning weird. This is turning really, really weird. So I just drove by him into the street, and I got into the house, and I was like, this is pure weird. So a couple of days later, door goes again, no mail, no package, and it's him. And he's like this. And he went, Linda, can I use your toilet? And I thought, aye, okay, in you come. Right, so I'm inviting this nutcase into my house, you know, in you come. So he goes into the toilet. Guys, he was in there for about 20 to 25 minutes, and I kid you's not, that's how long he was in my toilet. And I'm sitting in the living room, and I'm thinking, oh my God, he's passed out or something. He must be passed out in there. He must be passed out in that toilet. So eventually I thought, I'm going to need to trap it down and say, you okay in there? Is everything all right? But I just left it, and he came out, and I was like, oh, thank God he came out. So he comes in, and he's standing at my living room with his hand like this. How much was your Sky and all that? And how much was this? And how much a month? Do you watch the film channels and everything? And I was thinking, get out, you know. So I stood up, and I was kind of rousing him out the house, you know, out you go. And all that, oh, I've got my mum's to go to, you need to go, I need to do this or that. But I eventually got him out the house, and I sat down, and I thought, why did I say to him, come in to use the toilet? You know, that could have been me murdered, you know, and the police will come out, and they'll say, oh, there's been no windows broke or anything like that. You know, she invited the man in, she deserves it. You know, something like that. See, I always thought to myself, I encouraged him, because one day he said to me, can I have a glass of water? And I said, oh, I'm making the kids diluting juice. I said that I'm making the kids some diluting juice. I said, would you like an orange instead? And he went, ah, like that to me, and I thought, oh, he might have thought I was giving him a gift. You know, just all of this. But it got to the stage when I knew when he would come to the door, and I knew I would have no letters or parcels, and he'd come to the door, and I'd be hiding like this in the living room, and get back, saying that to the kids. And he had befriended my dog. My dog was a big Dalmatian, and he'd already, oh, Big Harvey, his name was Harvey, oh, look at Big Harvey, and everything like that. He would, you know, so he befriended my dog, so my dog wasn't scared, and my dog would be like that at him. You know, it was so bad. And eventually, I think it was my dad that had phoned the post office and said, look, you can't send this creep there anymore. I think the man was going to murder me. I think he was going to, that's the kind of man that would have followed me and murdered. He had some kind of weird obsession. Amanda, yes, there was one time. Now, this man stayed a good bit away from us, where I used to stay, where I grew up. He stayed, and there was one night my girls were out playing. It was snowy. It was a snowy night, and they had no idea what was going on or anything like that. And they came in, and they went, the postman was down there. The postman was down there, and said hello or something. And I thought, he's going to take my kids. He's going to abduct my kids. Hold my kids for ransom. You know, it was so weird. It was so horrible. It was so horrible. Oh, there's my beautiful Moomin. Sorry for not seeing you come in, my darling. Hi, Nema. I hope I'm saying your name right. Otter, so when I hear about people being stalked, I can understand. And people will say, why did you not go to the police? I didn't want the man in trouble, you know, and I didn't want him losing his job. But he was being so creepy and weird, and the smell of my jacket. See now, I think if someone was to say the smell, I would say, get yourself, smell your rain jacket, as we say in Scotland. That's what I'd be saying to him. But at the time, it kind of caught me off guard. And I didn't want to say no to people. And he's standing at the door and he's going, can I use your toilet? Can I use your toilet? And I said, in you come. Come in, strange stalker man. Come into my home. Gemma, it is so scary, isn't it? And this man was a postman, so he was at my house every single day, and that wasn't good enough for him. He would come up to my house when he wasn't even working and be round about my kids. See, when I think about it, I think he could have snatched one of my babies. Easy. Oh, Claudia, thank you very, very much for stopping in and saying hello to me. I hope you have a lovely night. Oh, it was so creepy. It was so, and I'd seen him a few years after, well, a good few years after that, briefly. I was in getting a prescription from the chemist, and I just heard, hello, Linda, and it felt as if my soul was leaving my body. That's the kind of feeling I got, and I turned around and it was him. And he was like I don't know how to say this politically correct, but he looked as if he was like sleeping on the streets. He was unshaven and really dirty looking. And I remember going, oh, hello, oh, I need to go. I didn't even say, oh, how are you doing, or anything like that. I just said, I need to go with that, and went. I was just so, as soon as I seen him, I was terrified. And you know, even talking about this today, I've got the fear that he watches this video. That's the kind of, oh, it was horrible. It really was. It was the most. There's my stalker story, but it went on for years. You know, it wasn't just a month or two. This went on for years. And I'm surprised at myself now for not phoning the police or doing something. But at the time, I didn't want the man to lose his job. And he would have, if I would have told on him, he would have lost his job. And I knew he stayed with his mum and dad. And, you know, that's probably his only adult thing to do was, you know. But then again, I also think to myself now that I'm older, was he doing that to anybody else? Was there someone else maybe he was doing it to everybody. Maybe he was doing it to everybody, and how would I have felt if something would have happened to another lady and I hadn't said anything? You know, I kick myself, but see if I see him now, I'll just say to him, off. Get yourself away. Smell my jacket. Ah. Oh, sweet moomin. It's scary. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. It's so scary. But at first you think, this can't be happening. You know, this can't be happening here. And at the time, people would laugh. Oh, people have got stalkers. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I wish I had a stalker. People would say they kind of comments, you know. Oh, I wish I had. And I'm thinking, no, you don't wish you had a stalker. It's horrible and weird, and you know, it's dangerous. It feels dangerous. It was horrible. go, another insight to the life of Blueberry. It's pure weird. My life has been a weird story for the beginning. The beginning to now. Oh, I was going to show you my money. I'll need to show you my money. There's my beddie all nice and ironed. There we go, guys. Nice bedding. My bed's already changed, but that's for next time. I'm going to go and get my Croatian cash. To show you. Pure weird, that's weird. This is the purse I used to keep my dollars in when I went to America. So this is a Croatian money. So that and that equals £21 for that and that. So I'm going to need to get, it seems as if I've got a lot of cash, but it's not really. It just looks a lot. It looks like our £5 notes. So that's going to be a pina colada and maybe a massage for a young man. Yeah, Otta, I'm so excited. December, no, it's, oh. See, I don't know, if I'd have went to the police and told them I'd a stalker, they'd have thought, because I don't think I'm a looker or nothing like that, you know, but it seemed to latch on. And the Da Vinci Code, I ended up fed up with that because he was always talking about the bloody Da Vinci Code. What's Dan Brown's next book? And oh. Yes, Sarah, I'm so glad. December, I had been to, it was then the Yugoslavia. I had been, that was my first ever real holiday when I was 16. And I went there, it was to the island of Ball. I remember going and I loved it. And then I had went with my ex-husband as well and loved it. And the water is absolutely crystal clear. Even if you were to pour your tap and get a glass of water, the water there is crystal clear. I mean, you can be in a boat and see the very bottom and it's deep as anything. It's just crystal clear water, and when you swim in the water it's like a warm bath, and there's fishes and everything all round about you as well. I just love it. So I'm going myself, and I'm going to be, well, I'm not going myself because yous are coming with me. I'm packing yous. Yous are getting packed in my case and coming with me. So yous will all be there. Need water in my iron. Wait a minute, I didn't see all that. For goodness sake, Linda. Right, where am I? Stalkers are just terrifying. They are, really. Bye, Jamie. I hope you have a lovely day. Croatia. I'm going to Dubrovnik. If you look at Croatia and you look at Dubrovnik is like it looks like an old city, but the part I'm going's got a nice beach. But all the beaches have got stones on them. They're not sandy beaches, so I've got special shoes to wear so I can swim. So I'm going to Dubrovnik. You should look at it. It's a beautiful ancient city. In fact, if any of you have seen Game of Thrones, which I love, it was filmed there. That's where they done the filming. In fact, one of the streets I hope to walk down is the one that the Queen got shamed on. You know, shame, and she'd walk through the street. That was one of the streets. It was in Dubrovnik. So they've actually got Game of Thrones tours and stuff. But what I would like to do, there's a tour called the 3 Island Hopper. And you go on the boat and they take you to 3 different islands, because there's islands all dotted about. And they take you to 3 different islands, but on the boat you get your meal and you get a lot of drink as well. And they stop in the middle of the sea and you can just jump overboard into the water. Yous are coming. Yous will be doing that. There I will. I'll be in the sea. Past live streaming. Like that. Hopefully not with a shark coming next to me, because there is sharks in the water. You've got to watch. Who knows? Oh, Gemma, I love to fly. I absolutely love the feeling of being on the plane and the whole airport thing and checking in and... They do a lot of fish, December. They do a lot of fish, but I prefer like the chicken and things like that. They do beautiful soup, all that kind of stuff. My suitcase is packed just about. Man, you didn't see my swimming costume. But I'll show you. This is what I was waiting on today. I just got a plain black swimming costume that will come up here that covers all the nasty scars and such. You know, the arms aren't too low down, so I'll be like that. And then this to go over the top. And these were in the January sale, so I'm quite happy I got this. Look at this coverall. Yes, I'll come swimming, young man. Mrs. Doubtwater, I've heard she's coming with us. Oh, Otter, thank you for saying that. I know she's... My daughters and my son are my life. You know, I love them to bits. I always have loved my babies. And they'll always... I was just saying to Amanda the day, I had been trying to get a hold of my Sophie. And a couple of days have went by that I've not heard from her on Facebook or anything. And immediately my mind goes to, she's in a ditch. You know, she's going to be 26 in a few days, and you know, that's it. My mind goes to, she's lying in a ditch. She's fine. She's fine. She was just having a few days of rest and all that, but that's automatic where my brain goes. They're lying in a ditch shouting, "Mom, Mom." Don't know if that'll ever stop. I know, huh? Well, thank you, Moomin. Hello, FHD. Can't say the rest of your name, but hello. Magic water. Yes. Look behind me, I pass a shadow. Probably not as much as to see my old house. You would have been seeing things behind me, really creepy stuff, because that place was haunted as F. This place is not haunted, although I think the previous occupier of this place actually passed away. In here, I don't feel any spirit whatsoever. But in the old place, there was like a good few ghosts. And the lights would turn on, things would go missing, figures would be seen. Oh, it was all happening in the old house. In fact, the spirits, whoever it was, would be running up and down the stairs, and we would be shouting, "Be quiet!" See now, I think I would pee myself. But when you get used to it, you're like, "Oh, shush." It sounds stupid now, but that honestly happened. In fact, my daughter had shouted one night, we could hear it running up and down the stairs, and the dog, we had the one dog, and he was in bed with us, and she shouted, "Mum, can you hear that?" And I was shouting, "Yes, I wish it would shut up." But you're like that halfway, see when you're in the kind of half sleeping and half awake, you're just like, "Oh, shh." I don't even know if it stopped, man. I think I fell back asleep. It knew I meant business. No, Otter, I moved here because this is a smaller place. For one, the place I stayed in before had 3 levels. It was a big house. It was too big for me and just my son. And I always wanted a bungalow. You know, everything on the one level, and this place was just perfect, and it had a lot of nice space for the doggies to go running about, and it's very central to the shopping centre and everything that I need. So as soon as this place came up, I jumped at the chance to get this. No, I know, Mandy. See, I've got a metal rod down my leg as well, so going up and down stairs is quite difficult for me. Because I'll tell you the way it feels, and it feels the way it sounds. If you're to go just now and get like a pool cue, see, like a pool cue, and tape it down or snap it, and from your knee down, tape it there, and just keep it there, something solid, just tape it around that part of your leg. It's amazing how weird it is, because I can't, even my foot, I can only do that with my foot. I can't bend my foot like this or anything. That's it. Because I've got this metal pole down my leg, and then I've got a pin from the ankle going all the way down the foot. Long story. I told you, I'm a wreck. I don't know how anybody would want me. You know, unless they liked some train wrecks. Then if they like, or the postman, of course, I'm perfect for that kind of thing. But then again, I don't kid on. I don't come on here and pretend I'm something I'm not, guys. I come on here and I give you my heart and my soul and tell you exactly what I'm about and who I am and everything. So, and I'm not reading the comments because, well, not the comments here, but in the thing, because I don't know if it's the same person, but there seems to be quite a lot of horrible comments being put, personal comments being put on some of my videos. So I'm just not doing it anymore, because I'm not going to stop, and that makes me want to stop and I read horrible things like that. Movement, yes, things would move about in our house all the time. Things would disappear, keys would disappear, things would end up over there. It was just, in fact, there was one cupboard, and where we stayed, in fact, I'm getting a gas inspection in a few days. You've got to get gas inspections when you've got gas, central heating and cookers. So the cupboard that had our gas boiler in at the time, that seemed to be the centre we knew that seemed to be the centre of the activity. And if you were ever in that cupboard, and the cupboard would be stacked with a lot of rubbish, we'd just chuck anything in. But see, if you were to pull everything out the cupboard, it didn't like it. It was as if that was the spirit's place, and you were in that's house. I swear to God, every time we were in that cupboard, we'd make a joke if there was a gas inspection. We'd take everything out and we'd go, it's no, the ghost isn't going to like this. And it never did. And it always kicked off a splurge and weird stuff. Lights going on that weren't plugged in. You know, weird stuff. You know, in fact, a lot of my old videos, if you go back and I'm in the old house, people have wrote on the video, go to whatever, you know, 3 minutes, 20 seconds or whatever, and you can hear things. You can hear people talking, or a man's voice, or you can hear weird stuff going on in the back, or orbs flying round about me. Just crazy. This house has been fine. Touch wood. Gemma, no, I know how fibromyalgia, my mum suffers from it, and it's a terrible sore thing. Moomin, I know, you just never know what's going to be next. You never know, because I don't know if you've ever watched, but this is a horrible movie, right? So if you haven't seen it, don't watch it. It's called what's the name here? It's one I can't eat. It's in the tip of my tongue. But it's one about this lady, and there's a ghost, and it comes and rapes her every night. And they set up cameras, and this poor lady's, you know, getting raped with entity. The entity it's called. And this poor lady's, you know, nobody believes her what's going on. So they build in like a film studio kind of thing. They build this fake house that's identical to her house. But obviously it's not a environment, you know, and they've got all these cameras set up, and you can see this entity trying to get, you know, pulling things apart, trying to get to this poor lady. Oh, I've got goosebumps. It's horrible. DS, that is a good, that it could have been. Yes, Moomin, it is based on a true story, and that's the most horrible thing about it. The thing, DS, is there was more than one spirit, and we knew that because me and my daughter had seen, it wasn't like a person, but it was like a shadow, and it was about over 6 feet anyway. You know, it was probably taller than my ex-husband, and he was 6'3", and I'd seen it walk into our bathroom, and I had got up and I had went into the bathroom and no one was there, and my daughter had also seen that figure standing at the bottom of her bed one night. She explained it exactly like I'd seen, and the other one that was there we felt was a child. It felt very, very childlike, and that was the one that used to take your keys and hide them and joke about and move something, and you know, it felt as if there was a child as well. But where we were in Scotland, a lot of battles in the past were fought on that land, so when you think about it, it's not really surprising that, you know, there's probably some trapped energy there that hasn't been able to pass on. But I'm glad to be out there, and I often want to go and chat the new people's door and say, how's it going? I shouldn't laugh. Otter, we kind of get used to it. And it's strange for people to understand, but we kind of we kind of got used to it, and it was like, oh, I wish it would just stop moving things. Or I would lose something and just shout, and where's my keys? And they would end up turning up in the middle of the floor that I had hoovered a million times before, but there the keys were. It was just so strange. Man, the weird energy is always attracted to me. I don't know why. Yes, Most Haunted. Yes, I love that show as well. In fact, was it Most Haunted that had the Happy Mondays, the pop group? I think it was. And that was hilarious, so that was just a laugh. Oh, so we kind of get used to it, honestly, because we've been living with it for over 20 years. So we kind of get used to it. It was like one of our family, you know, it was there. We knew it wasn't, it never hurt us. None of us ever got hurt in any way. None of us woke up with getting choked or anything like that, you know. So we knew it didn't hurt you. It just freaked you out. At times you just kind of got a bit freaked with it. That was about it. So we knew it wasn't a harmful thing. So that's what made it okay to live there. You know, we were all just used to it. The Happy Mondays was a pop group back in the 80s. And I remember going to raves, believe it or not, back in the day, when people didn't just consume alcohol. We took other things, you know, to make us dance better. Let's just put it like that. And the Happy Mondays were full of it. Full of these kind of things. And but let's face it, they tried every drug under the sun. No matter what kind of drug it was, the Happy Mondays took it. And there was a particular band member called Bez, and he didn't sing or anything. All he did was this, I swear, watch the videos. That's what he did. On their videos, that's all he did. He danced like that. He was the dancer, but that's the kind of dance he done. Just that. Out his eyes were like this, right enough. So years on, they decided that they were going to... Moomin will definitely do that. That's just popped up on my phone. So the Happy Mondays were in Ghost Adventures or Most Haunted or something. It was with Yvette Fielding, whatever show it is that she used to do. And they collect the Happy Mondays. It's ghost hunting with the Happy Mondays. So they collect them via taxi or whatever. And you can already see when they pull up that Bez is gone. Bez has already took numerous drugs of sorts. So they get into the place, whatever place it was, and there was like a stadium, and there was like a coffin. So they were all round about this coffin, and Yvette's telling them, you know, about the history of the place and people that had died here and all the rest of it. And Bez is pulling out alcohol for his jacket, and he's going, come on spirits, have a little nip guys, and he's pouring out some of his alcohol like that onto the coffin. Come on ghosts, let's have a party. He's doing all that. And Yvette, the host, is saying, stop disrespecting the dead. I'll tell you now, it was just hilarious. There's Huey in. Hello Huey. Glad you liked Scotland. I heard you were a big Scotland fan, Huey. See, that's the kind of guys that we get. Oh, it was hilarious though. It was hilarious because he was clearly absolutely out his face, the man. Out his face on probably every drug that you could possibly pump into a human body and still stand. You put him in timeout, good girl. When he comes back in, hen, I've got a feeling you might want to block him though, if he continues with his naughty ways. Moomin, my brother went to the Edinburgh Vaults, and he said to me, there's this place you go, I don't know where it is, but people leave little dollies, because there's a place in it that's meant to be haunted by a little girl. And everybody that goes takes a little dolly, and they put a little dolly in this cave or whatever it is, not a vault or whatever, but it's meant to be really, really haunted. Oh, Taylor. Oh, you're skeptical. Well, do you know, I would be as well. Only I've lived in a terribly spooky house. Maybe watch some of my old videos, because, especially if you've got headphones, because in a lot of the videos you can hear things in the background. I'm in the middle of doing your makeup and things like that, and you can hear a voice in the background, and nobody's there, it's just us. Or orbs, people see orbs. People always send me screenshots about orbs flying around and orbs flying into me and coming out the other end, which is weird. You know, oh, it's been in my body. See, I don't mind if people are sceptical, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. I wouldn't say anything bad about that. It's cool. Amanda's dad is very sceptical. Even though he lived it, he still tries to make up excuses. You know, the light went on itself because of static electricity build-up. I'm saying to him, you could hold the light bulb all day long and rub your feet along the floor. It's not going to light up. Oh no, Taylor, if there's flickering lights here, I know it's the electricity problems, but it's when lights go on and they're not plugged in. There's no supply of electricity, that's the strange thing, when it's not plugged in and the light just goes on itself. That's the weird stuff that happened. But you know, I'd be skeptical as well. Listening to it, it sounds well far-fetched. You know, and maybe she's trying to get a book deal or something on ghosts, I don't know. Oh guys, I just tell you my life story. See my son for rolling about with the blooming doggies while he's wearing black trousers. Love to go to Philadelphia. Philadelphia was actually the original capital of the USA. See, I know that. Oh, Moomin. See, I love you so much, Moomin, you know that. Otter, see, I get terrified. I get terrified to watch anything like that and spooked right out. Just now I'm enjoying watching all my Marvel, and that's what I'll be doing in just a second, going back on to watching all my Marvel films with Chris Pratt, who's a good actor, and that's the only reason that I'm watching it. I've seen it a million times, but it's good to watch. It's always good to watch. Comedy, yes, that's what I like. I like comedy. Amanda, see, you know, do you know Chris Pratt, Amanda? Do you know what I've actually got coming in the post that's going in my bedroom? A picture of him but it's got a bit of the film reel for one of the adventure movies. And I've also got a little baby Groot. I am Groot, the wee tree. I've got that coming as well. Oh, look, well guys, I'm going to be going, as I say, to watch this film. But I'm glad you could spend this time with this afternoon. I'm sorry I was a bit late, and I hope you're all having a good new year. My new year's started out good, although I've not been back to my swimming. That starts Monday. Back to the swimming. I'm on my diet. I've been doing my diet, which is good. Who's in Florida? I love Florida. Florida is got my heart. And I love Croatia as well. That's why I'm going there as well. And it's cheaper to go to Croatia. But I love Croatia anyway, so that's where I'm going. Oh, Otter, you too, and everyone please check out Gorgeous Otter's channel. She's so lovely and she does amazing videos. In fact, everyone just subscribe to each other. Go to, click the wee 3 dots next to everybody's names and you'll see go to channel, click that, it won't take you off my channel, click that, go on, subscribe, like their bell button. Orlando, oh, Orlando, I love Orlando. Smell, even just the smell of it, I love it. I'm going to bring these closer because I'm going to be clicking off now and getting on with it. So thank you all so much, and thank you to my beautiful moderators for looking after me in the chat, and thank you to all of you for spending this time with me. I love you all very, 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 very much, and have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye everyone.